to Unfiltered Discussion. You got Nash in the building.
You got Ash in the building.
So Ash, what is it that you have for us today?
All right, so today we're going to talk about, respecting other people's time.
Absolutely.
Because people's time is important, especially like professionalism and, when you're agreeing to something, you need to show up.
Oh, absolutely.
Now it's one thing like something to happen or whatever, and you can't show up. That's something totally different. That's why it's the importance of having communication, right? But you see, we got 3 mics here, right? You're supposed to have somebody here today, but they didn't show up. But the show must go on
all day long,
and that's just how it is at the end of the day. So, what's your take on it from
that? In all honesty, like you said, yes, people's time is priceless, it's invaluable, it's something you can never get back, right? And my thing is this: people might look at this podcast as, oh, they just doing a podcast, oh, they just talking. No, this is something we're passionate about. This is something that we take out of our day. We are busy on a regular basis outside of the podcast. We have a lot of stuff. Life is going on. Other things we're attending to going on. Family, kids, whatever it is, our spouses. We got a lot of stuff going on. Whether we're trying to upgrade different things in our life, there's so many other things we could be doing besides this. As everyone knows, our podcast is a place for people to vocalize things, they internalize, and bring forth people that have upcoming businesses and things going on. Right? So if we're extending this, sometimes we're not even just extending it. People are reaching out for us to get their business out there, which we all for it. Because I'm all for empowerment, all for support, all for listen, this is what she got going on, this is what he got going on. And mind you, it's nothing like, oh, you gotta pay this fee. No, this is us being genuine about what we do and supporting people, period. Now, as far as time go, like you said, yes, some things can happen. We are all human, right? But when you're not effective communicating or being mindful, yes, we all have lives, and some people might party the night before because we are recording. Unbeknownst to y'all, it is on a Sunday, right? So Saturday night may be filled with partying. But as an adult, you have to be responsible and say, listen, let me cut this short tonight because tomorrow morning I got somewhere to be. You don't know what this opportunity could afford. You don't know who could be viewing this. You don't know any of that, right? So it's extremely important. Be a man or a woman of your word. If you're saying you're going to do something, do it. If you can't, then be honest and say, listen, I can't make it. I don't want to waste your time. Maybe you could have laid in the bed a little bit longer today. Maybe you could have had somebody else in my slot that really wanted it more than I wanted it, although I presented it as if I really wanted it.
Exactly.
You understand? So, yes, all of that stuff. And is it annoying? Yeah, it's annoying. Because, again, my time is valuable. I barely got enough time to do other things, let alone, that's when you're really passionate about what you do. Because you still show up. When your time could be allotted to something else. And another thing that I wanted to talk about, because this is extremely important. When you are presenting yourself and your business and your brand or whatever it is that you have going on, and us as podcasters, we're going to go ahead and look on your social media to see exactly what it is that you have going on. And if your page doesn't reflect that, then I'm drawing a blank here. On one thing, yes, this is Unfiltered Discussions, but one thing that I'm not going to do is fill air. I'm not going to sit here and try to grab something that's not there. I need substance. I need your page to tell me exactly what it is that you're doing, exactly what it is that you're trying to do, or whatever. And you could just be starting, but I need to see you showing up already for you in that page before you even come sit on this couch, right? Unless you're really, really passionate and you like, listen, I got this. This is my plan. I know it's not all coming together right now, but listen, I'm putting blood, sweat, and tears into this. And I'm like, Dag, I can see that. I can see your passion. I can see your drive. You're hungry. Sit up on here so you can tell the world what you got going on.
Exactly. Because it's just mind blowing, because when you go to the page and you're looking and you're coming up with nothing, what I'm not going to do is force something. That's one thing about us. Like if we cover what we needed to cover, that's what we talked about. That's what it is. There's no forcing and trying to sit here and try to figure out, oh, what else can I speak about? No, because when I go to your page, I need to know exactly what I'm looking at and understand what I'm looking at, so I can ask you the questions, so I can get a better understanding as to what it is that you have going on, where you going, where do you see your business going in the future, things of that nature. I don't want to see, your titties and ass up in the camera, or you throwing ass shots to the camera, and I don't know whether you're doing business or not. Like, I don't understand. Like, I don't know whether you're selling sex or what. I don't want to have to go there and try to probe and dig through things, and I'm trying to figure it out. It's like, you're saying this, but is it really going on? Or
Absolutely.
like, you're not passionate about it. But the part that really bothers me is that the people that have these type of pages and has stuff like that on their page, and they're reaching out and saying, hey, I want to get on and I want to present my business. And then you got some people that'll get on here and you asking them questions about their business, and they have no clue as to what is happening here, or they trying to figure it out and don't even know the outline or the basis of their own business. They don't even know their mission statement.
Or they try to contradict what you're asking when you're all along right about what you stated.
Exactly. No.
And then you got to pedal back and, oh, you were right. Oh, I know I'm right, because again, I don't sit and just throw things out in the air. I'm picking up what you put out in the universe, and then I'm asking you about it.
Yeah.
The way the rest of the world can know what you have going on. And don't get it twisted. What we're saying is that no, everything don't have to be together, but your passion has to come to your page. We're living in a time of social media. Everything is on the internet. Everything. So yes, you might could go ahead and socialize at a gathering, but most likely your promoting force is social media. Your page has to reflect it. Yes, we're all allowed to have business pages and personal pages. That's the beauty of it. Yes, we have the podcast page, then we have our secret pages. Okay, so the podcast page is open up to the whole world. Our personal stuff is our personal stuff. That's private. At the end of the day, because even if, of course I'm not, but even if, like you said, if I want to get up there and show this and show that, that's on my private page, even though that's not what I do. But on a podcast page, you want to see podcast stuff, strictly podcast promoting all of that. Because when I say this is unfiltered discussions, that's what I mean. This is unfiltered discussions. It's not going to be that. Do they really do a podcast? Wait, what do they got really going on? No, you're going to click on unfiltered discussions, and you're going to see the podcast.
Exactly, what you see is what you get.
It's no gimmicks. This is really what it is at the end of the day. And I just want people to be better. This is a PSA of bettering yourself, putting your stuff out there so the world can really know who you are, what you want, what you trying to accomplish, where where you've been and where you're going. That's what this platform is for, to really get you out in the real world, so anybody can see. You don't know who view us. You don't know on our YouTube or many other outlets that we use. You don't know.
No.
It could be the person that could plug you right in. The one shot that you were looking for is right there. So when you are afforded an opportunity, take it. Take it as a real opportunity. Whether it may not be no money involved, but it's an opportunity that you might not know you ever needed. You know what I mean? Some people be like, oh, it's just the podcast. Oh, I mean, it's not like I'm getting anything for it, and neither are we. But we're passionate about it. Okay? We want to put issues out on the table. We want to bring people in so they can put their stuff out there and be better as a person, and better as a brand, and better as, whatever it is that you choose or desire it to be. But don't waste my time, because I don't have time to give you.
Yeah.
And that's just what it is at the end of the day.
And that's the real thing. And I also, like, as I was doing my research on this particular individual, and I'm clicking on different things, there's a lot of different pages that's tagged with different businesses, right? But I came up with nothing. It was 2 pages up there of the same thing from the previous business, and I'm like, okay, what's happening? Like, if you're doing this, don't just say that you got a business and you're throwing these little tags up there, so you could draw traffic to a page or whatever, and there's still nothing there. You got 3 separate things going on, and it's just sad. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing. I might have 1 or 2 pictures and I'm like, dang, oh, this person do such and such as well. You know what? Let me go in there and see what else they got going on so I could give, you know, my support to their business or whatever. And then you go there and you're like, wow, I don't see anything here either. So that's when people start moving on because they don't know. Yes, people may not have that many pictures when they first start out doing their page and doing their branding and doing their stuff like that or whatever the case may be. But come on, you know?
Yeah, a long story short, invest in you.
Exactly.
Invest in you. That's it. And that's all. No, everything not going to come overnight. No, everything is not easy. But just invest in you. I mean, we all pick and choose what we spend our money on. We all pick and choose what we put our time into. Like, just invest in you. That way, when the world see you, they be like, oh, that's you. He got this going on. Like, tell me more. I'm interested. Now I'm intrigued by what you just said. Hey, man, I might can invest in her because I love to see a young person or a young man or woman trying to do their thing or doing their thing and just need that extra little push. That's what this place is for. That's what it's for. To put some money in your pocket for whatever you're selling. You know what I mean? Get your clientele. Utilize what you're giving, and utilize it to the fullest. And that's just all it is that we're saying today. Because we don't need to draw this out.
No.
And this may be the shortest podcast we ever did.
Absolutely.
But it's all filled with facts and no cap because you know why?
It's unfiltered discussions. You feel me?
And that's real talk. So do me a favor. Do us a favor. If you ever want to sit on this couch, clean that page up, really be promoting what you got going on, know where you're going, know what you want, so when you sit down and the questions is asked, you're not, or you hit us with oh, I'm not putting it out there yet. I'm not asking you to give us the blueprint of your business.
Absolutely not.
I'm just asking, what is your dreams for it in the future? This is supposed to be your baby. You're supposed to be nurturing it, feeding it so it can grow, putting things into it so you can really see the fruits of it. But only you can do that. All we could do is see what you put there, draw off of it, and that's it. So however it comes out, once you get here, it's all up to what you put into it. And that's just real talk. You got anything else before I wrap this up?
And another thing is I've asked people like sometimes like what is their biggest challenge, and they sit around and act like they don't have any challenges along the way when it comes to businesses. And I'm just looking around like you had to have some type of obstacle or something or something that you ran into that like they got in the way of something, but you kept moving and you kept going, because no business is going to start off smooth and perfect. It's all trials and tribulation at the end of the day. You're going to go through hiccups. You're going to go through different mistakes, so you could be like, dang, you know what? I ain't going to go that route. I'm going to go this route. That's how people get better and build their craft. Is nobody's perfect, but it's always room for improvement, and you always got to remember that.
And absolutely, and that's what you want people to see, that raw stuff, because that's relatable. You want people to say, dang, well, I could do it. She started from this, or he started from this, and now look at them. I can do that. That's that. It's not to show up. Oh, they don't need to see the finished product. They need to see that eventually, but they need to see what did it take to get to the finished product.
Absolutely. Stop showing up like y'all have arrived and y'all didn't. Like, don't do that. And that's the part that people get misconstrued, or they show up like they had all the answers starting out. So now when you get big, you act like, oh, you can't share any type of information, or you holding it tight. Like, you're already established. It's not taken away from you at all.
Give back. Give back, because let me tell you something. We was all at a point where we wanted that one little bit of piece of advice, that one little push, that one little connection. It's not going to hurt you. Honesty is a blessing, right? It's a blessing when you can give without looking for anything in return, because it do unto others what you want done to you. And that's just real talk. So whoever else graced this couch, just be ready. Just make it look good. Polish your stuff up. Get you together. Pour into your business. Do all the good stuff that you want the world to see you as. We can't take you serious. The world can't take you serious until you take you serious. And that's just what it is. And this is Nash signing off.
Signing off.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.